Hey guys, so I wanted to give you all an update because I do not have a scale. I don't own one. So the only time I weigh myself is when I get checked in once a week. So basically, the news is I have lost 9 pounds. I like to tell myself 10 because I want to round up. But I've lost 9 pounds and we're basically going into basically the 4th week of using a GLP-1. And I know this whole time I've been saying that I've had 0 side effects, so I was pretty much convinced it's not working. But also, since I don't have a way to really weigh myself on a daily basis, I was just kind of waiting to see, well, does it work? So apparently it works. So that's a surprise to me. Now, I will say that even though I don't have a scale, I definitely noticed that my pants were fitting looser. That's one way I could tell that I was losing weight, but I don't weigh myself every single day, so I don't really know. And so when your clothes start fitting looser, it's kind of a good thing, right? I came here, I just wanted to record this right away just so I could document this. But, I jumped in my car, I didn't get all dressed up for this video. I just wanted to share the news that so it's been 3 weeks of injections. I haven't had the 4th injection yet of a GLP-1 GIP, and I've lost 9 pounds. So I don't know what to expect on, is that kind of right at first you lose a lot and then eventually it slows down. I don't know if 9 to 10 pounds a month is normal. So like I said, we're just documenting this. We're just getting it on video for you guys that are interested in finding out more. But like I said, this whole time I've had no side effects, never got sick. But also I was convinced that maybe it's not working because of the whole thing of how most people, when they talk about using a GLP-1, they talk about how it takes away your thoughts about food and eating. And I still am constantly thinking about food. I'm still constantly thinking about what my next meal is going to be. I'm still constantly thinking about what I should eat or what I shouldn't eat. That does still dominate a lot of my thoughts. So that I can't really give feedback on that, on how I feel about that. But I will tell you that, I definitely was faced with making choices. I think I've mentioned before how, just going to a convenience store, you're kind of faced with a lot of candy and potato chips and things like that aren't healthy for you. So I went to the convenience store and I tried to scope out the place to find out what's the best, healthiest snack I can find here. And what I came up with was they had hard-boiled eggs, which come 2 in a packet. They're hard-boiled and peeled for you. Sometimes they come with salt and pepper. Then I got a stick of cheese. So basically it wasn't string cheese, but it was a small package of cheese. And then I went over to the section that had the nuts, and I got peanuts, and just plain peanuts seem fine. I know they have them salted, roasted. They come in all sorts of flavors, chili flavor, but I just got some plain peanuts, and I thought, well, this seems like a good snack. Now, of course, I passed by where there was these cinnamon sugar cookies, which most people will call a snickerdoodle. They were very large, this big. And so I saw them and I was very tempted by them, and I thought well, what would it hurt to just eat one cookie? And that's kind of been my theory and philosophy most of the time is it's just one cookie. What's it gonna hurt? I've been eating so healthy all week, so what's one cookie? And then I had to have this battle in my mind of, should I eat it? Should I not eat it? I mean, I'm choosing to eat the nuts and the egg. That does seem like a healthy choice. But then there was this cookie, and it's what would it hurt to just eat the cookie? And then that's why I was well, this is the battle. As far as me trying to make the healthy choices of what to eat. Up to this point, I've been making the healthy choices every time. Is that the GLP-1? Is that just me, thinking what's the healthiest thing to eat and actually consciously choosing something healthy to eat? So basically I walked away. I didn't get the cookie. I wanted the cookie. I thought about the cookie. The cookie looked good. I did not eat the cookie. But that was kind of okay, well, this is, I got over that hurdle. But this is why now every time I go to eat, it's always this thing of thinking about what's the best thing to eat. Am I making the right choice? When it comes to this or that is, one is going to be better than the other, and choosing one over the other. And still having those thoughts in the back of my mind, oh, what would it hurt to just eat one cookie? What's the big deal? It's just one cookie. But that's the kind of thoughts that go through my mind, and I had to walk away from the cookie. So I thought I would just share that experience today with you all. Right now, this is probably like, woo, it's like really bright sun right in my face, so this probably isn't recording very well, but I just wanted to say hi and check in with everybody. That's my checkup. Lost 9 pounds. I think that's some good progress. Thanks for watching.